Friday morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Woo, woo. Happy Friday. Another beautiful day. You got this going on today, man. You are the most beautiful person I've ever set my eyes on. You're strong and powerful. Look, it's Friday. Marathon number, I don't know what this is. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Out here in nature. Lately, I just sort of been giving that divine power, gratitude. I'm always starting with seeing a woman and her looking at me, telling me I'm in shape. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, I'm in shape? What are you talking about? Would you mind showing me the type of push-ups and stretches that I need to do to be able to push out a baby in 9 months? If there's one, and I could do those push-ups and push out a baby in 9 months, then you could tell me I'm in shape. Until then, you're in shape because you create life. So, and that's what it's all about. That actually realizing that divine energy that created us all. So I've been up since about 2:30, 3 o'clock this morning. I like getting up at 2:22. There's something about looking at that alarm when it goes off. I like looking at that number because my numbers are just 11, 222, and I got 4444, then there's 333. So those numbers are just powerful. So every morning what I actually do when I get up is get on my plank, start doing push-ups, and get into a yoga pose after that. Drink about 6, 7 or 8 cups of water, and I begin to stretch, doing those push-ups very slowly too. And breathing really heavy into in the body. It amazes me, just taking that deep breath in the morning and breathing it into the body while you stretch your body and stretching that muscles out. It really absolutely amazes me. I really have this thing for women and their body. Just love it. I guess why I love them so much. The flexibility that a woman has, and especially the ones that kept their gymnastic body. I was watching a sister yesterday doing flips and stands, and I kid you not, she inspired me so much. I had to follow her. She inspired me so much yesterday. She made a marathon. I could not wait to come out today and do my marathon and my push-ups. That's how much she inspired me, just to see the way she would do her handstand and flexibility. I'm sitting there thinking, what the biscuit? Superwoman. I forgot her name, but I got to send her a message today because I'm like, what the biscuit? Yeah, and the posture in our body. I always say this about yoga and meditation, that the whole thing behind meditation is effort. For me now, everything is meditation. When I'm moving my body, I'm meditating. The way I move, I'm always focused. I really always go deep into my thoughts. And when I go into my thoughts, I deal with all my insecurity, and which allows me to be a child again. And I'm able to actually cry to my higher self. What I usually do is, how do I usually do it? When I get really emotional with myself, I usually look up in the sky and just kind of look around, make sure there's no one looking, and start crying. That's what I usually do. And I realized that dealing with our insecurities gives us more power, because it makes you realize that you're only human. And once you learn how to deal with those things psychologically, it really lifts you up. You are just truly that individual that you're meant to be by embracing what you don't know and accepting what you don't know. So today, on this beautiful day, meditation, how my feminine divine power has taught me all about endurance. Every time I'm actually doing all this endurance, moving my body, all I can think of is just the power that lays within the mothers. I truly wish I knew this when my mother was around. It allows me to embrace my Orisha culture very, very, very to the core, because they're always talking about Iemoja, Iemoja, Iemoja when I was growing up. And I did not really understand that, because it was really foreign to me coming from England. But now that I look at it, I'm like, wow, Iemoja. I grew up with a lot of very, very spiritual elderly women who they just go in the bushes and grab a bunch of herbs and just put it together. I never fall sick, and I just didn't understand it. Then they go in the bushes and they will bring this thing home, and I just love it. And those days, I wasn't much of an African at the time. I was still sleeping in my European upbringing that I almost say I missed out on a great, great opportunity to actually learn about my parents' tradition. But I do remember the herbs, the healthy living that I never even thought existed. And it really blew me away just to look back right now to say, yes, my Ogun culture, because when a lot of people hear the word Ogun is actually a state, and I keep on saying that even the colonial, when they came to my village, they cannot name that state. They have to leave it like that, and that's why it's called Ogun State. That's my village of Ifo. Looking back at it right now, it is something that I used to be ashamed of. I never want to let anyone know I actually lived in that village before, because but now when I begin to embrace myself and embrace the whole thing and read, I'm able to embrace other people's ideology, no matter how stupid it is. And I know I should say that, I'm able to embrace other people's ideology, no matter how stupid it is, because we all have to embrace one another. And I do that with a smile on my face. So yes, the Orisha in me, the Ogun in me, Mother Nature in me, you name it. And that's why a lot of times I love wearing my ilakes. I'm just so proud of my my Orisha upbringing. I just, and it's really funny, because when people hear the word Orumila is actually ultra runner, shall I call it. So yes, that's why I embrace it. Culture is what we are as human beings. I truly believe in collective consciousness. I don't see any individual who's different for me or look. It's just we are all in one, because I went through that revolutionary state, but when you truly want to be part of this planet, you have to see everybody as one. So yes, I think this is marathon number 76, to the divine woman who brought me out onto this earth, my mother, the divine woman who carried me for 9 months. I wish I knew this growing up. I probably wouldn't have been so mean to all the women that I've dated in the past, but I'm sorry. But to the divine feminine energy, to that mother, to the Iyami, Ashe Kupo, Ashe.